up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video, joined by a very special new guest, Mo. Say what up.
Hey, I'm Mo.
What's up, Mo? Nice of you to join us.
Nice of you to have me.
Yeah, you know, looking for some of your perspectives today. Okay, I have a suggestion from a subscriber from the YouTuber AshaC. I've done like one other video on her, one or two. I think it's just only one other video. So I got this recently suggested, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's talk about it. So from AshaC, how to date, what to expect. Are you familiar with her as a YouTuber?
No, not at all.
So you're not familiar with the type of information that she gives off? Mm-hmm. So she's a female dating coach that like teaches very incorrect things to women. You know what? I should have said that. I should have just played the video and just...
Yeah, you should have. Because now I'm going to correct in my head. It's going to be in my head like,
yeah, because it's
that's
focused.
wrong.
You're going to be a little bit biased now because I said that?
No, let's try
just act like I didn't say it. Okay?
Okay.
I want your authentic reaction, okay?
And you going to have it.
You going to have it? All right, cool. Anything to say before we get started?
No, not at all.
Without further ado, shoulders. Let's get right at it.
Hi angels, I'm back again with another video as promised. As you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, that my new filming schedule is going to be uploads every day except for Sundays. So you guys have all week to catch up on my videos until the next upload, which should be on a Monday. So guys, as you can see from this title, this video is going to be about how to date, what dates to accept, what is acceptable, should you take a date at this place. We're going to uncover all of that in this video. Also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram, which will be right here. And do not forget to turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every single time that I post, because these videos are going to be coming out, honey. So be prepared, be ready. Let's jump right into this video. I have to say this as a rule of thumb. Don't accept coffee dates or even going out for drinks, because coffee dates is an indication that the
Yo, the nerve! Okay, yeah, I got triggered.
Yeah.
I got triggered. You want to hear this?
I want to know why not to receive some coffee dates.
The guy is very cheap and he wants to what? Give you, waste your time, have you drive there and spend what, $5 on some coffee and audition you, and then you go on about your day. Skirt. Okay, next is drinks. Drinks is an audition, right? And the time you spent getting ready, maybe the money you spent on a new outfit for you to go and get drinks. No. And then what? If he likes you, he's going to buy you dinner. No. Do things the right way the first time. Set the tone in the beginning the first time.
You want to talk about it? I saw some body language from you.
Because it does say how to date. But if it's the first date, how do you even know if you want to continue to date the person?
Yes, that's my thoughts exactly. Yes, it should be an audition. This is an audition. Like, why do you want dudes to invest all of this money in, I don't even know you from a hole in the wall. Like, I don't know you from Adam.
That is true.
Like, why, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the economical way to date is to do it low cost effective, so you can meet, as many as what you can within a budget.
But that's not what society teaches. We're taught that we gotta be picked up from our house in a nice car, taken out, it gotta be a nice dinner. That was what it was told to us. Not saying it's correct now, but I'm just saying that's probably why she has that mentality.
So you feel like, who told you that? Like just the culture around you? And you believe that's all true?
No. I do not believe it's true, but I'm just saying that her thought process probably stems from that.
Okay.
Seeing that movies, if her father was brown, he might have told her that, have him pick you up, he gotta come meet me.
Okay. So she's following movies and then she's teaching other people movie type stuff. But do you feel like it's reality?
Today, no.
Okay.
Because it's not fair to y'all.
Okay. Whew.
I didn't always think that way though.
You didn't always. So what made you see the other side? Like reality.
I think being empathetic, placing myself in somebody else's position, and knowing that at the first date you really don't know where you're going anyway. So why should I expect you to do all that extra stuff?
Do you see any negative, like if a dude wants to take you out on a coffee date, right? Like that's still, even after hearing her say that and explain it, that's still in like your wheelhouse of expectations of something that you would allow? Or
that is something I would allow, because I feel that a lot of people or a lot of men are like, oh, let me take you to the movies. Okay, at the movies we ain't talking. So then we just wasting 2 hours of our time, definitely wasting 2 hours of my time, when we can go to the movies when I already know you. That's just something to do. So no, I would accept a coffee date as a first date. Okay. Because you can talk.
Yeah, it's an audition. You get to meet both people.
Especially if your intention is to date.
Yeah.
Or to court someone. That's your intention.
Okay. All right. Well, let's keep going. What up? Let's see what else she has to say.
This tells you a lot about a man. Pay attention. If he's going to say, oh, how about we just, grab some coffee real quick or something like that. No. You're not going to just real quick schedule me into your day like that. I don't think so. We're going to do this the right way. You ask me out for a formal dinner in order to get to know me.
Go ahead.
How y'all know the right way though?
The right way for what?
She said no, do it the right way. So clearly she has a right way.
She's creating it, but you said it before. She's creating it based off of what the culture has instructed. Like she's creating it based off of what movies have told us. She's creating it based on this idealistic understanding and interpretation of how does she benefit out this situation, without any idea of the empathy that it takes to really meet a cool and genuine person. Like just because he's doing all these things for you don't mean that he care about you anyway. It just might mean that he's got a little bit more commas in his bank account.
That's true.
I mean, there's no sign. I mean, unless her goal is to be a gold digger. I mean, and to be a trophy. Mm-hmm. Unless that's her goal.
Just because she thinks that way does not mean that's her initial goal. That doesn't mean her. You didn't hear what I just said though. That's not what I said at all. Say it again, so I can hear it again.
What I said was, unless her goal is to simply be a gold digger or a trophy, then it just doesn't make sense. But if her goal is to date and to be in a relationship with somebody, then it doesn't make sense to only go for someone who can only provide $100 worth per time that you go out. You feel me?
I agree. I mean, yeah, I agree that shouldn't be her complete goal. But I mean, if a guy does do that, it's highly appreciated.
Okay.
And just because she accepts it doesn't mean that she's a complete gold digger.
So let me but she said she's saying turn down dates.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay, but she's saying turn down dates unless it's a dinner. She said don't do drinks. She said don't do coffee. She said turn them down.
She wrong for that.
Okay,
She wrong for that.
Just want to establish.
No, she wrong for that. Go. Yeah, I hear you.
I'd even go as far as saying lunch is acceptable too. Just not anything that's thrown together. Drinks are an addition, coffee dates are cheap. Always remember that. Also, another thing, last minute dates. This happens a lot with, I think, online dating, right? Guys will message you, hey, so are you doing anything tonight? It's like, calm down. Why would you think that I'm just randomly free to do whatever, whenever on your call? Are you well? I don't think so. He needs to plan a proper date with you, or you're just not going to go out. I was talking to this one guy before, and this was online when I was on Tinder at the time, and he's like, hey, so what are you doing tonight? Do you want to do something tonight? And I'm like, no, I have plans. I'm busy. And I was asking him, well, what did you have in mind though? He goes, oh, let's go to this certain type of village place. I'm not going to say where it is. And that place is so ratchet. And I was just like, no, that's not my thing. So you wanted me to go meet you up for drinks at this slam bam place, and instead of going and doing what I was going to do before. In my head, I'm like, this is like, that just showed me a lot about his character in that moment. You would rather throw together a date. So I said to him, I would rather do something that's pre-planned and not something that's thrown together. He goes, I wasn't throwing it together. I just figured because, you know, we're local and it is last minute. All right, case in point, last minute. You don't need to see me that badly right this second today to plan something for the following week. It's not that grave. Like, I don't understand. What is the urgency that you need to see me, that you're willing to make a bad impression on me? Or, because I always tell you guys are always testing you, right? Just to gauge and see if I'm going to accept that type of thing or not. But I didn't even like being tested in that way, right? So I was like, skirt, okay? That really annoyed me. I don't think so. I would say this.
The urgency is that it's tender and he wants the butt. I mean, that's what
You said it.
that's what the urgency
You
is.
said it.
Like, this is a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't, and that is different though, because it wasn't like he was like, come over my house and let's have let's watch Netflix and.
Yeah. No, he didn't say that. But I do think that there's something to say for feeling comfortable with where they invite you to. Like, if the person invites you to a place where you normally wouldn't go ever, it might tell you something about their personality, the type of people that they hang out with.
I agree.
So that's just data to more inform you whether or not you feel like you would be a decent match.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I agree with that. But she has very high standards. She asks for too much. She asking for a lot.
I agree. I wonder what she brings to the table.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna take a guess and say it's not a damn thing.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Besides her meat hole. All right, you wanna keep going?
This as another rule. Make sure that he's calling you. Don't get caught up in texting all the time, because I'm telling you, when you meet up in person, it's going to be so awkward because you don't know how this person sounds. You probably only know you should know what they look like. You only know what they look like, and you may have spoken to them depending on how you met them. Maybe like, I don't know, at a bar, or I don't know, wherever you met them one time, and then you guys exchange numbers and you've just texted ever since. You want to kind of definitely have him call you or see if he's going to call you, because otherwise you're not really going to feel that comfortable when you meet up with him in person. And I know as millennials, it's easy to get caught in the thought of, yeah, but I don't want to ask all the questions now, or I don't want to speak to him, on the phone right now, because I feel like when we meet up, there's going to be nothing to talk about. If that is your concern, then you're probably with the wrong person, because you should be able to have basic human communication skills. And for people that don't know each other, there's always going to be something to talk about. Always. And besides, you want a man that's able to...
I'm just stuck on the fact when she was like, just make sure he calls you.
How you feel about that?
I feel like that's not fair. That's not fair on his part. Like, if she want to talk to him, she should call him. If she feel like she want to have a conversation on the phone instead of texting or whatever, then she could call him herself.
Do you feel like men should do most of the pursuing?
No.
Interesting.
I feel like it should be equal. But I think that it can be conflicting depending on the goal.
The goal of, like, are you dating
what's the intent?
or
What's the intent?
relationship?
Yeah, like, what's the intent? Am I dating just to fuck, or am I dating for something, for a higher goal? Like,
So if it's just for the guts, you feel like the dude should pursue? If it's for something else, like for a relationship, you feel like it should be 50-50?
yeah. I feel like it feels nice. As a woman, it feels nice to get the attention, to be pursued, especially if you haven't had a conversation to what he wants. So if you want something, then of course it feels nice to be pursued, because that gives you the thought like, okay, he may want what you want.
Yeah.
When in reality, y'all pursue whether y'all just want the ass or y'all want something deeper.
Yeah.
But I think that y'all just need to be more honest ahead of time. And you gotta have a conversation.
Yeah, you gotta have convo. You gotta
Talk about it.
You gotta talk about it to a degree. I don't. It don't need to be no sensitive, emotional conversation about how y'all like each other, but it needs to be some type of tell. You know, if you try to put your hand next to her, like on her shoulder, or something like that, and she's moving away, yeah, that she's not just leaving it there, you know, or smiling while you do it, like she may not like you like that.
Well,
you know?
That's debatable. Only because some people don't like to be touched so early on. You don't know what they went through. That don't mean they don't like you. That may mean that it takes longer for them.
If it's by the third date. If it's by the second date, right? So here's the thing. I feel like you should break the touch barrier as soon as possible.
Really?
As soon as possible. Right? Yeah, if you like them, you should initiate some, and it could be something simple. Like it could be like she's sitting down in her chair during our coffee date, and you pull out the chair, and while she's getting in, you like touch her elbow or something like that.
Okay, so why do you do that? Why do you feel like?
Because the quicker that you break down,
the quicker you can get her pants.
I mean, whatever your goal is, either in understanding how much she bangs with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say your goal is a relationship, you can tell from the body language, like, oh, she's comfortable with that. Or if the goal is the guts, you can see if she's comfortable with that as well. I think touch is very important between human beings. Like we are meant to have physical interaction with people.
I get that, but if you, I just feel like it needs to be a conversation, because if you are touching immediately, but you just want to fuck and she wants a relationship,
maybe she just does too.
She
and I've seen it flipped. I've seen the woman who's super touchy, and the guy's like, "But I just want to wife you."
Yeah, I understand.
All of that bullshit.
I understand.
All right, you want to keep going, or have we beat that one dead into the ground?
I mean, we probably have, because I just feel like she's gonna say everything that I'm gonna disagree with.
So you don't like this girl? Well, not the girl, but you don't like what she's saying. I heard you in there. You was trying to defend her for a little bit, and
I just want to know. You know me. I just don't know, like, why is she thinking like this?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
And then she teaching other people this.
Yeah.
It gets worse?
I don't know. I haven't seen this. Let's keep going.
Oh. You haven't?
To carry a conversation. If he can't, ew, who wants that? You understand what I'm saying? The man needs to confirm the date the night before or the day before. There is no such thing as, oops, my bad, I forgot to text you. Sorry, got caught up, wasn't able to confirm. Are you still able to make it today? No. You confirm the night before, the day before, that you're going to go on this date, or I'm just going to assume that we're just not going. And while I'm assuming that, you're not going to hear.
I will say that it is attractive when a guy does plan things and does do it ahead of time. So I will say that.
Okay.
It is attractive that they do that.
Right, but that's because you like a sense of consistency.
Yes.
You like a sense of intentionality. Right, like, you know what I think are key components of like strong men. But it sounds like what she's about to say is she will disqualify you. Like if you don't confirm the night before, she's assuming that she's not going on the date. That's what I think this person is about to say. You want to keep going and see?
Good.
Hear from me again while I'm at that. It doesn't make sense. If you wasted your time or wasted my time with me scheduling this in and thinking that I was going to meet up with you and you can't even confirm with me the night before, you're going to do what? Confirm with me the day of? No, all that.
She just seems like she wants everything to be perfect in the beginning.
She wants it to be about her.
Because if it's last minute, then she can't do her hair. Because look, She can't do her hair. She can't put her eyelashes on. She can't put her makeup on. Like she don't want no last minute stuff. She want to know the night before so she can go pick out her outfit, so she can look a certain way and everything like that. For her, it seems like she wants a warning so she can be prepared.
This is unequivocally a headache. Like, this is the definition of a headache. I like the type of man that would allow this type of behavior in a relationship, in my opinion, is not a strong dude. This is the type of woman that would would try to run over a man. This is what I fear when they say, like, happy wife, happy life. Like, is this what it turns into?
That is not true. Is these
the type of requirements that they turn on all of a sudden when they get that ring on their finger and then they start expecting?
No, first of all, she got the requirements before she even dating, so that don't count with her. Different strokes for different folks. But it is okay to want to look nice on the first date. That's
okay, and I think that is good.
Yeah, so she wants, time frame before
She's saying confirm with me the night before.
Yeah, so she know that she will be ready.
If you don't do that, I will not get ready for our scheduled date.
She's too demanding. She got a lot of expectations and she's too demanding in the beginning. I'm being nice.
I think you're being super nice. I feel like you're offering you're defending her just because she's a woman.
No, that's not true. I'm just very understanding. If you put a man on here, I bet you I'd say.
Listen, if she wants to cancel, like, that's the worst. That's like, yo, I could have made an appointment with you 2 weeks ago, and if I made it for that date, I will be there then because I told you I will be there at that time. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't call the night before, all of a sudden you're just not going to let me know that you're not going to go anymore just because you have some made up requirement in your mind. Mm-hmm. She's going to get, if she's not playing a part, if she's not playing a role right now, if this is not a person that she's entertaining people for, she's going to get, she looks like she's in her 20s right now. She's going to get 35 and look back on all of these requirements that she had and think that she's a fool. Because how could you disqualify the diverse, right? The many types of people that exist in this world based off of these kind of requirements.
I mean, that's if y'all had planned a date previously on that day, and then I wouldn't expect possibly a night before. But if somebody just randomly, like, meet me here and she want to look a certain way and she might have had a hard day at work, or she in her bed in her pajamas and she got to get up out her bed and stuff like that, I could see why she would feel that way. Now, should he be completely disqualified? I disagree with that. I feel at that point she could say, I'm not really in the mood to do that, and then schedule something else for a later date.
I'm with you. I'm following.
I'm not saying she right. I'm not saying she right at all. I'm just saying.
I'm following. Let's keep going. Let's keep hearing what she got to say.
Bets her off. I'm not seeing you. That is lazy. If a guy's really, really excited to see you, all right, he's going to make sure, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this girl. I'm going to make sure I confirm that she's still able to make it tomorrow, because they are also looking forward to it too. All right, now, that's how you can gauge whether or not he's serious or playing games. And I say serious, loosely, if I may. If he's excited to see you, he's going to make sure he confirms the night before. No excuses. Another tip that's important in the dating vetting process, and I can go honest.
I do agree with the excitement, showing ways that you can show excitement. However, I feel that depending on how y'all met, he may not be excited. He may always go on dates and he may not be excited.
That's the point of the date, is to raise the level of attraction for each other. Mm-hmm. That's the point of the date. And then also too, maybe I'm just busy. Maybe I got something to do in the morning. Maybe I got to go to sleep early. Maybe it just slipped my mind. It don't mean that I do not want to see.
No, I agree.
This is ridiculous. She's setting up all of these women for just long, hard lives of singleness.
However,
just disqualifying good dudes, and then they hit that 33 to 35-year-old range, and it gets real.
She will have to. But she'll probably meet a guy that don't care. It depends on the guy. He should, but you do have guys out there that take a bit much, and they shouldn't.
You know what we call those?
What you call them?
Beta males.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
On and on and on about this type of stuff all day long. This is definitely going to be more than one video because there's so many different things to say about dating in general that one video can't possibly cover it all, you know? But if you meet someone and you exchange numbers with them and they make zero plans to go on a date with you and a week has gone by, let's say you go to a restaurant on a Friday, you meet a guy, you guys exchange numbers, and next thing you know, you guys texted on Saturday, now it's Friday again, and a week has gone by and he's made zero plans to meet with you. And on top of that, you guys have only texted once since exchanging numbers. Number deleted. It wasn't even saved. Number deleted. And there will be no more communication because that doesn't make any sense. Okay. No, you should not be waiting that long. If you're going to ask for my number, what are you going to be doing with it? Right? Like, what was the point of asking me for my number?
Your face is hilarious.
It was crazy. Yeah, funny. What if he's just busy? What if he's just busy?
He could be just busy.
So you wouldn't disqualify somebody if you hit you up a week later?
I wouldn't completely disqualify. Now, I think that if you like somebody, you think about them. So I think from a woman's perspective, we think like, did he think about me? Like, he asked me my number. Did he think about me during the week? That's how some women think. I'm just putting it on the table. That's what some women think. If you don't text me or you don't contact me, you may not be thinking about me. But I wouldn't completely disqualify because y'all haven't even went on a date with. He don't even know. He don't have nothing to miss. Or
yeah. Okay.
For you to what? Like, get wasted and maybe just remember, what was that like hot girl's name that I met at the bar the other day? Like, now, this is very important because you want to be able to weed out the time wasters, right? Alpha males, guys that go after what it is that they want, and you don't have to question it, they're going to make sure they set that date up. Oh my gosh, I met that cute girl, last week. I'm going to make sure I get a date with her, see what her schedule is like. What is he going to do? Wait a week for a week to go by, text you 2 weeks later. Hey, did you want to go for dinner? Oh, awesome. I don't even know you. And it's been a whole week and you miraculously just remembered who I was. And now you want to go to dinner? I'm sorry. I can't. Unavailable. I'm sorry. Who's this? Because his number was deleted anyway. Who is this? Bye. Keep in mind that in the beginning, like I always tell you guys, in the beginning is one of the best times when it comes to dating and talking, because you have zero emotional attachment to that person and you are able to look at that person's actions exactly as they are and move accordingly. It's the absolute best time to vet. The best time to vet is in the beginning. The best time to set the tone, of course, is in the beginning. Also, another thing to take note of when you're dating, you need to listen more than you talk. Don't discuss, politics and, religion. It gets a little weird when you meet people and you guys are into really controversial, heavy topics so soon. Don't talk about how your ex was so horrible to you. He cheated on you all the time. Don't give him your life story. Do not give them an outline for them to draft a template for to be the perfect guy, okay? Until they eventually end up showing their real selves. All right?
She said a lot right there. I agreed with half of what she was saying. What do you think about the politics and the religion and stuff like that? Should things like that be brought up on the first date? First or second date?
I think if it flows and you guys both have similar goals or similar intent, I don't think you should stop it. Especially if that's important to you. If you meet a guy, if you're a religious person and you meet a guy that don't give a fuck about religion, then and you want to go somewhere with this person, then you might want to talk about that early on.
Why can't two people just have like discourse about or talk about a topic in a way that that they can both learn from each other, regardless of the perspectives?
I mean, I agree if it's genuine, but there are some guys out there that consume as much as they can. Like they try to get the woman to talk as much as they can, so then they can maneuver how they want the woman, how they think the woman wants them to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just the information gathering process.
Yeah, so if I know that this woman is religious and I'm trying to get her pants, then I'm gonna make it seem like I love the Lord.
So
to be closer, so she feels closer with me. Some men do that as well.
Yeah, or they know what topics not to talk about.
Yes.
Right, if you see she's ultra religious,
yes,
but them cakes is thick. Like
yes.
You just may, anytime she asks anything spiritual, you just start, man, the weather today though, like, like you just get away from that topic.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys love to talk though, you know what I mean? I feel like it's an easy way to grab information. Like you just toss up the pitch, right? You toss up a question, you toss up some information, and then
talk a lot.
And then as a dude, you just sit back and just in
Take
your mind, you just check mark.
You be like, ooh, she like R&B.
No,
Let me put this R&B.
She's not relationship material, like but
I'ma still hit. That's a shame.
Why is that a shame? Don't even act like y'all do the same exact thing.
Shame. That's why you need communication, because not all women is trying to hit. Not all women is trying to hit.
Not all men.
And that's why
I'm trying to either.
That's true. But it needs to be it needs to be conversation. It needs to be a conversation. Like as soon as that needs to be initial. Hi, my name is Monique. I'm trying to be this. What are you trying to be? What is our intent?
You think initial? I think that
you trying to fuck or no? Nowadays, I feel like that would be extremely beneficial.
I mean, but what if he just lies to you?
He could lie, but actions you can kind of tell sometimes for actions. But it was something that she said earlier about my memory is bad. It was something that she said about like the beginning, or like the beginning stages, or the best stages.
Yeah, because you're not emotionally attached.
Yes, but I feel like I would slow down the beginning stages so that, I know the person when it gets, you know what I mean?
No.
Like I wouldn't speed up. Like I feel like when we date nowadays, we get so consumed on like, I like you, you like me, and then you start doing everything fast.
She's saying be friends first.
Yeah, because then after the honeymoon stage is over.
So you're saying that, so you're saying for women looking for relationships, you should first start off being friends.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll ever be a genuine friendship. It's not going to be a genuine friendship because y'all are going to be attracted to each other.
Yeah.
It might stuff like that. But trying to be friends. Now, I didn't always think that way, because I feel like when you're younger, I'm thinking like, oh, I need to know everything I can about this person so I know that I could deal with this person for years down the line. But that's not how it should be. You should start off slow. And that's why I think you shouldn't even touch that soon.
I see. So you're saying, essentially what I hear you saying is that lust can lead you astray if you're looking for a long, like a committed relationship.
And your judgment can be clouded by your lust and infatuation for another person.
Got it. So you're saying be friends first so you can learn each other through friendship. And then
a different type of friendship, yeah.
Right. It's still a friendship that has physical touch. Right, you know what I mean? Like there's gonna be some. It
don't have to be though. It's gonna be some in your instances, but it don't have to be some. It have to be some. Because
I wouldn't call it friends though. It's not friendship.
It's not friendship. It's something in between friendship and.
It's dating.
Dating.
No, I mean. Okay. Keep going.
Because I feel like in a friendship is a role where there should be no expectations. You have a role of a mom, you have a role of a wife, you have a role of a daughter. Like in a friendship, you don't have no roles. It should be like
you just see the person for how they are.
You just accept them for who they are.
We give no clues. Let them be them so we can collect data on who they are authentically, so we're not giving them ammo to pretend to be what the ex-boyfriend wasn't. Do what the ex-boyfriend didn't do. No. Do what you're gonna do. I wanna see how you move on your own. Let me see that. And I would also say, have non-negotiables. Have a list of non-negotiables, physically, personality-wise, so that when you're stepping into situations, you're not wasting your time. And this goes for whether you're dating just to date or if you're dating for something more serious. Of course, then you want to make sure you have your list of non-negotiables. Okay, I know that I'm not going to go on a date with this guy because physically he's a little short for me, and that's not really one of the things I want. I don't know if I feel comfortable going out with someone that's, 5'4" and I'm, 5'2". I just don't really want to do that. And I don't really like his teeth that much, and smile's very important to me, so I don't really like the whole teeth situation, like what's happening with that. Not a fan. Personality wise, this guy talks very loud and aggressive. I don't like that sort of mannerism. It turns me off and makes me feel like this person has a temperament issue. Have your list of non-negotiables so that you can check off in your head whether or not this person can pass on to the next round. The vetting process, baby. That's what it is. You need to understand, do not compromise, especially in the beginning. I think sometimes we as women compromise so much in the beginning when we don't realize that men don't do that, especially in the beginning. It's as simple as, I don't really like that, I'm not feeling that, whether I hit that or not, I'm on to the next, I'm not trying to do that again. But we as women are just like, well, his car's nice, so I don't know, it's not that big of a deal because he was kind of yelling at the waiter and being really rude, but I feel like the waiter messed up his food anyway, so she shouldn't have done that because it got him really upset, and I don't see why
There's so many assumptions that she's making. Did you hear, so these are the tells that you got when you're listening to people talk. The first thing she went to was that his car's nice, so then she starts to compromise because his car's nice. Mm-hmm. Are women really that shallow? Or is she just speaking from a place of her truth?
Some women are. But I do feel like a lot of women compromise. I think women compromise more than men. I do agree with that.
But that compromisation, is it materialistic?
Not me.
Do you think
for me, but
more women compromise? What's the leveraging tool to make a woman compromise for something, an insecurity that I might have, something I might feel inadequate about? Is it money?
For most women, maybe. It depends on the woman. Because then you got alpha women where they're like, I got my own shit, so it don't matter what you got. But I just think that it depends on the woman.
It depends. I think that's a good answer. Well, listen, we're pretty much at the end of the video. And this video has gone on for a healthy amount of time. But that's what happens when we get together and just start talking about things, you know what I mean? It has an opportunity to kind of go beyond the limit, All right, so I guess I'll sign off. Anything to say before we... So, how to date, what to expect. Is this how to date?
Do not listen to her at all. People.
Don't listen to her?
Don't listen to her.
All right, so let's 2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. All right.
3 thumbs down.
3, 4 thumbs down. Well, all right, listen, this has been your video. I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, Mo. Thank you again for coming through. I didn't say thank you. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did. See y'all kids.
But thank you again for coming through. We should definitely do another
Thanks
one. All right.
For having me.
Absolutely. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the description box. All right. I'm gonna have you go through the comments. I want you to see what people are saying.
I ain't looking, y'all.
Yeah, you're not gonna look?
No.
I'm gonna show them to you anyway. All right? Until next time, YouTube. Don't you shoot. Peace.